Hey 7th graders, I am just going to show you a quick tutorial on a program called Google Drawing that we'll be using for our next project. Okay, so Google Drawing is a part of the Google Suite. It is in our Google Drive, but you have to get to it a little bit of a different route because there is not an app for it on our iPads like we have Google Drive and Google Docs and Google Sheets and all those things. So what we're going to do is we're going to open our web browser. I have Safari, but you might have Google Chrome. Either will work just fine. And once I'm here in my web browser, I'm going to type in Google Drawing. It pops right up. Okay, so it is this red page over here with the circle and square in it, but I'm going to select it right here. All right, make sure that you are logged in to your Google Drive when you do this so that your project will be saved in your Google Drive. Up here in this corner, it has my picture, so it shows that I'm logged in to my Google Drive. If not, sign out of somebody else's and sign into yours. Since we're all on our individual iPads, we should be good, but just as a caution, make sure you're signed in. First thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to set up our page. We're going to go to File, and we're going to go to Page Setup. I don't know why Google doesn't do this for us, but we're going to change it to the actual size of a sheet of paper, which is 11 by 8.5. Okay, so make sure you go to Custom, 11 by 8.5 inches, and then you select Apply. All right. Now our page is set up, we want to name it. I'm going to name mine Collage Project because that's what we'll be doing. After naming it, to get rid of this keypad down here, the keyboard, you just kind of hit on your iPad screen up here in the bar above last edit was a second ago or to the right. I just kind of click on it and then that will go away so you can work on your project again. Alright, my project's named. I just want to show you a few different tools that you can use in Google Drawing. Okay, first we're going to go to Insert, and we're going to go, there's all these things that you can insert. You can insert images, text boxes, shapes, word art, and line. I'm just going to go through a few of them for you so you can get kind of a basic idea. But shapes, there's shapes, arrows, equations, callouts. These are like little bubbles and like explosions that you might want to use. I'm going to use an arrow. I kind of like the arrows. Alright, I selected arrow. Now I have to use my finger and kind of drag it onto my screen. That'll give me the size that I might want. I can move this around. I can grab the corner of it and resize it, make it small, turn it around. Up here on this top, I can select the paint bucket and I can change it to any color that I might want. We'll do like a maroon, magenta type color. I can also change the border color, change it to gray. And then this the 3 lines next to that border color, also you can change the border weight, making it thicker if you want. Okay, so insert, there's all kinds of different shapes. There's squares and circles, there's smiley faces and hearts, anything that you might want to use. Let's see, another thing I wanted to show you is a text box. You can insert a text box and type whatever you want in here. I'm going to double click in my text box and I'm going to type Mrs. Shar because this is going to be a collage about me. And once again, to get this screen off, the keypad off, you just click up by last edit was seconds ago. And it'll click off so you can work on your project again. Alright, so this also can be changed. You can change the font. You can change the sizing, you can put bold, italics, but something even a little bit more fun is if you go to Insert and you go to Word Art. And so I could do it this way and go Mrs. Shar, return. Okay, And this gives you like the bubble letters, and it makes it look just a little bit nicer. And you can change the font of this too. So I'm going to select the little triangle next to Arial, and I'm going to change it to a different font. Ooh, I kind of like that. And then I want to change the color. Maybe do something like that, or we'll do something a little different than what I had before. I think I want the border to be a little heavier, and I want it to be bold or italic. I don't like the italics. I'm going to take that off. But I like the bold. I think it looks nice. I also want to make this a little bigger, so I grab the corner, make it a little bit bigger, and there we go. A few other things you can do is you can insert lines. There's more arrows, there's curved lines, and this feature here at the bottom called Scribble, you can draw anything you want, and it'll kind of give you that design. So whatever you want, if you wanted to design your own arrow, if you wanted to fill it with a color, and oops, look it over here, I just made a mistake. No big deal, because in the top left hand corner, you can see that there's these arrows that are curved, and you can press the arrow, and it goes away, goes away. Oops, I went one too far, I wanted to keep that. I'm going to select the forward arrow, and it's going to come back. There it is again.